Round 8, Mid-East. This must be the year of the mudder. But I'll tell you what, all mudders are not created equal. This one was actually really fun.
All right, here we are at Charner's Run, Union, South Carolina. It's raining pretty good, and I got the bike all loaded up here. This is going to be a wet race.
Now, Buren cut the hill climbs and all the really steep stuff out of this course. So unlike Shelby, this was actually pretty fun to ride in. It wasn't fun to clean up, that's for sure, but I still had a good time racing. These are the PM guys. Did a little creek ride here. AM guys did not do this. That is the preferred line up to the right there. And Bradley Merrill tries to take me out there. Not today, son, not today. This is the alternate line, which you don't want to go through unless you have to. This guy's going to get stuck here, and he sees me taking a photo of him, so he asks if I can help out. So I shut off the camera and go yank him out of that hole there. And look who's leading the first 4 laps.
Dang. Jonathan Johnson killing it.
And I caught this on camera. It seems like Jonathan kind of maybe backs off the throttle here and signaling to Trev like, come on, buddy, let's go. Here's some of the PM starts. That is not a good line off to the right. Ask me how I know. I'll show it later on in the video here. But it's tricky when you first get into the woods here trying to feel out the terrain. Guys are going down all over the place. There's Brad. Looking pretty good, hitting that hill climb. It's not really much of a hill, but when it's slippery, it's challenging. This guy kind of gets cross-rutted here. Still makes it through all right. Oh boy, look who lit a fire. Trevor back on point. And how do you know Jonathan Johnson's coming? Just listen for a wound out 2-stroke. Man, he was on fire this race. All right, here we go. The start of the AM race, and boy did I mess up. I had my goggles around the front of my face mask, and I was just trying to get air to circulate in my helmet, and I was breathing into my goggles, and I made them all. Got them all fogged up, and I didn't realize until I just put them on right before the start of the race. The guy calls 10 seconds, and I'm doing everything I can to defog these goggles, but it isn't working. So I guess I'm going to go start the race here, not being able to see much. Riders look like blobs to me at this point, so I figure I'll just try to follow one of the blobs as long as I can. I can't really make out the details of the terrain, like I can't see ruts and everything, which is kind of important information to have when you're riding in a mud race. So that was a bonehead mistake. I won't make that again. But you know, I'm thinking, okay, if I can just follow behind somebody, maybe the air will kind of circulate through my goggles and it'll clear them out a little bit. There's not really much you can do. My other set of goggles were underneath the tent somewhere. So at some point I even took my goggles off to try to just get some air through them. I was going to put them on after I got through this little section. I'm following this guy up ahead, and halfway up the hill climb, he kind of gets stuck, and he ends up like spitting mud all over the place, and I don't have goggles on, so I just kind of tilt my head, close my eyes, and punch it through that section there. And I was like, you know what, I hate riding without goggles, and that's exactly why. I don't know, I gotta work on that. And I was talking to my buddy Ron after the race about how bad my goggles were fogging up, and he's like, you know, you just need to ride faster, and then you won't have that issue. And I thought about it, I'm like, okay, yeah, that sounds legit. And not only that, but I mean, all your problems start to compound in these mud races when you're riding slower. It's like more work for you, it's more work for your bike, you get stuck more. So next race, I'm just simply going to go faster, and that should solve most of my problems. Here's that one section I was telling you about where I chose the wrong line. This could have ended up really bad for me. I really could have gotten stuck down here. It's kind of a steep little hill, especially when there's no traction at all. There goes, I think that was a guy in my class. Luckily I was able to get out of there without too much drama. I like it when the fans help out. This guy's going to say, go left. Okay, sure. That sounds like a good idea. Oh, wait, what's this here? Oh, this big rut. I see what you guys just did. Oh boy, I guess this track just isn't entertaining enough for some of the spectators. And as I come through that same spot on subsequent laps, I see someone else has found that hole. And now this guy is really stuck. Next lap, same thing. And I think to myself, oh, I wonder if he found that himself or if he got led down that path. Final lap, bike's still there. Heck, legend has it that bike is still there today. I don't know. Alright, coming up on this section here where there's a guy right in the line that I want to be in. And the terrain's kind of like a V here. So my plan is kind of like go high left, swing down to the right, go around him, and then come back to the left. What? That worked out pretty good. Tell you what, man, we are earning our points this season racing Mid-East. This is hard work. I got in 5 laps. I did pretty good overall. Finished 6th in my class out of 8, but overall it was like 40-some% overall, which is pretty good. Alright, now this here's the last lap where everything is just totally clapped out, and we are just struggling. People struggling all over the place. I'm just crawling through this. I'm about out of energy. There looks like somebody overheated. Oh, it's painful. It's painful to watch. At this point, I knew I was done after this lap. Last time I went around it said 2 to go, and I was like, I don't think so. But luckily the leader passed me by, so I got to see the checkered flag. Here at the end, I find this rut, and I get crossed up, and end up hitting a pole here. There's people behind me. This is pretty embarrassing. Oh well. As far as MUDDER goes, I thought this was pretty fun. I think Bjorn and those guys did a great job with the track. What do you guys think? Please like or comment. I'll see you next race.